Well, good evening, sports fans, and welcome to the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network. My name is Dave Little, and I'm coming to you live from the Dave Cave with tonight's broadcast of Epic Basketball League playoffs. And we have reached the silver tier of the playoffs. Let me pull the playoffs up onto the screen. Tonight we'll see, let's go here. We're in the silver tier of the playoffs, and tonight we will see the 8th-seeded San Diego Rockets at home in the San Diego Sports Arena facing the number 1 rated Chicago Bulls in Game 2 of a best 2 out of 3 playoff series. In Game 1 of this series, we saw a shocker as the Rockets defeated the Chicago Bulls 118 to 116. On a putback basket by Elvin with 24 seconds to play in the game. As you can see from the screen, we have the playoff tiers on the screen. It started with the bronze tier. The 5 teams in the bronze division played off, and the San Diego Rockets defeated the Buffalo Braves to move up to the silver tier, while the San Francisco Warriors also moved into the silver tier with a win over Cleveland. In the silver tier, Cincinnati has already swept San Francisco out of the playoffs and moved into the second round of the silver tier playoffs. Phoenix and Seattle are tied at 1 apiece. We saw Game 1 of the Boston versus Detroit series last week, and Game 2 will be coming up later this weekend. And tonight we'll see Game 2 of the San Diego-Chicago game. And Game 1 was indeed a thriller. And the Rockets came all the way from second place in the bronze tier to the point where they are on the verge of eliminating the top-seeded Chicago Bulls from that silver tier. As you can see, the silver tier will produce 2 teams that will jump into the gold tier. And the gold tier rounds 1 and 2 will be the best 3 out of 5, and then that will leave the finals, which will be a best 4 out of 7. So the 1970-71 playoffs are gearing up, and tonight we bring you a very exciting matchup between the San Diego Rockets and the Chicago Bulls. So let's take you to the stadium to get things started. And in just a moment here, we'll see tonight's lineups. For the Bulls, the point guard is Bob Weiss, and his backcourt mate is Jerry Sloan. Both went on to successful coaching careers in the NBA. But the 2 key players on Chicago are the forwards, Chet Walker and Bob Love. Bob Love was the best player for the Bulls this season. His scoring average of 25.9 was good enough for 5th in the league. And Walker was not too far behind. He came in at 22.0 points per game, good enough for number 13 in the league. And Coach Dick Motta came into the playoffs with high expectations that his team would be one of the teams that could potentially make it into the gold tier, but now their backs are against the wall as they need to beat San Diego here tonight to force a decisive Game 3 back in Chicago. For the Rockets, it's all about Elvin, the big man inside. Hayes led the league in points, in rebounds, and in block shots. So he was the all-world player. The other key to this team is Calvin Murphy, the rookie. Murphy came into the league out of Niagara University, first team all-rookie in the NBA, and eventually forged a Hall of Fame career from that. Stu Lance is his backcourt running mate, and Lance has had some big games scoring in support of Hayes and Murphy. Your small forward is John Trapp, the third-year man out of Nevada, Las Vegas. And the power forward is Don Adams, rookie out of Northwestern. So those are tonight's lineups. Let's head to the ball game, and everybody sit back and relax. This is going to be a fine matchup tonight with a lot on the line. So relax, grab yourself a cold one, and enjoy the game. San Diego controls the jump with Calvin Murphy running the offense. Murphy directs traffic and shifts it over to Stu Lance on the perimeter. Lance is going to put it on the floor. Aggressively starting off this game, attacking the rim, but his bounce pass to Trapp goes out of bounds, and it's Chicago basketball. Bob Weiss leads the Bulls from right to left on your computer screen. And he is going to look inside to Bob Love, their number one guy, to get things started for the Bulls. Love in the low post, lays it up off the glass, and it's good. 2-0 Bulls. Rockets come back on the offense. They're going to look inside to Burwinkle working against Elvin Hayes. To Hayes working against Burwinkle. Hayes lays it up and good, and he's on the scoreboard. It's a 2-2 ball game. Chicago coming back is going to look to Weiss. He's going to call his own number. He looks inside to Walker. Gets back out, the in-out game between Weiss and Walker. Weiss's jump shot won't go down. Don Adams pulls the rebound. And the Rockets are going to look to attack with Murphy running the break. They have the numbers. Murphy gets it to Lance. Lance lays it up and good. 4-2 Rockets. And we've got a whistle and a foul on the play. Chet Walker got him on the arm. And Stu Lance, the offensive dynamo, will shoot one for the Rockets. He hits it, and it's a 5-2 ball game. Good evening to the folks in the chat room here tonight. Got a couple of folks watching, nobody chattering quite yet, but we hope to have a good crowd tonight to enjoy this playoff matchup. Chicago brings the ball down, looking for the offense. They've got Love now posted out on the wing. From the baseline, he hits it. And he is hacked on the play by Don Adams. Love off to a great start, hits his first 2 field goal attempts, and now has a chance for an old-fashioned three-point play. He connects on the free throw, and we are tied. So Love's off to a good start, and they're going to need plenty out of him and Walker both to combat the prowess of Elvin Hayes for the Rockets. But once again, it's going to be Lance working from the perimeter. He's got a mismatch against Bob Love on the pick and roll. But Lance tries to get it down low, passes it out of bounds, Chicago basketball. 2 turnovers already for San Diego in the early going. Just over a minute gone by. Weiss setting up the offense for the Bulls. Once again, he's going to call his own number. The Rockets content to lay off of Weiss and let him do his damage, but he is fouled on the play by Murphy. That's going to be a foul on the floor and a one-shot attempt for Don Weiss. Hello, Don C. Welcome to the chat room. Hope you enjoy the ball game tonight or later in the week if you decide to catch the replay. Weiss connects on the free throw, and the Bulls lead 6-5. San Diego is going to come back looking for Elvin Hayes down low. He's the main man. He gets it on the baseline, puts up the driving shot off the backboard. It's good, no good, but tipped in on the play by John Trapp. So Trapp with his first 2 points of the night, and it's a 7-6 San Diego lead. Weiss looking down low for Love. Love with the short jump shot is no good, his first miss of the night. Off the glass, Hayes with the rebound for San Diego. Murphy directing traffic. Gets it down low to Hayes. Hayes works against the larger Boerwinkle, and Boerwinkle blocks his shot. Nice defense by Boerwinkle. It's out of bounds into the crowd. The ball will stay here with San Diego. as the home team tries to encourage the home crowd tries to encourage their team to convert this opportunity to stretch the lead. They get it inside down low to Trapp. He's got a mismatch against the smaller Sloan. Trapp backs him down, turns, and his short jump shot hits nothing but net. Give the assist to Murphy on the play, and it's 9-6 Rockets. Chicago's going to look inside to Burwinkle. Burwinkle can do some things on the post. Very good passer for a big man. This time the pass is knocked away out of bounds by Lance, and the Bulls will trigger the inbounds once again with 10 seconds on the shot clock. They look to Sloan. Sloan's going to put it on the floor. Shot clock running down. He attacks the rim. Drops it off to Walker in the low post. Walker can't connect. And the rebound goes to Burwinkle on the offensive glass. Burwinkle's going to go for the putback. He tosses it up and good. Burwinkle not a big scorer, but a reliable rebounder, good passer, good defensive player on the low block, and a very handy component to this Bulls team, alongside the higher profile names of Walker and Love. San Diego back on offense, and this time it's going to be Murphy on the attack. Works the pick and roll with Hayes. They get the ball down to Hayes on the wing. His jump shot is no good, but he gets his own rebound. The putback attempt is a fadeaway off the rim. That's no good. And Chet Walker comes away with the rebound for Chicago. Walker's going to work from the outside baseline. He pivots, he fakes, he drives to the hole, he lays it up. And it is blocked away, I believe. Tipped away by Don Adams. Battle for the ball, and Hayes comes out with it for San Diego. Murphy brings the ball up slowly. Gets it over to Trapp. Down on the low block. Trapp is posting up once again on Chet Walker. Trapp kisses it off the glass. No good. Rebound by Murphy, and Murphy throws it back out to the top to reset the offense. This time they're going to look inside to Hayes. What's Hayes going to do? They've got it to Trapp in the paint. Trapp gets it down to Hayes, and Hayes steps on the baseline. Chicago basketball, another San Diego turnover. That's their third. And the Bulls have the ball with the chance to regain the lead. 8:45 to play. 9-8 San Diego as Weiss sets up the offense for the Bulls. They look inside to Burwinkle down low. Burwinkle lays it up and good. Got that drop step in against Hayes and converted his fourth point of the night to put the Bulls back out on top. Calvin Murphy on the attack for San Diego is going to put the ball in the glass, put the ball on the floor, take it into the lane. He lays it up and good. Stepped around Bob Weiss, got to the hole and got his first basket of the night. And San Diego is back up 11-10. Both teams are content to run their offense. Neither team has really forced the action so far. And the Bulls are going to work it down to Love down low. His layup is good. Got a nice drop bounce pass from Burwinkle inside. Converted that, and Burwinkle gets his first assist of the night, and I'm confident that won't be his last. San Diego now running the offense. Once again, they're going to go to Murphy. Murphy takes the open jump shot off the pick and roll. He cannot get that to go. It bounces out of bounds, and after the refs confer, they give the ball to Chicago, coming back the other way. Under 8 minutes to play now. Bulls leading 12-11 with the lead and the basketball. As Weiss sets up the offense, directing traffic. He's got Chet Walker on the low block now. Coming off the inside screen, he shoots from in close, and it's good. First basket of the night for Chet Walker. And the Bulls now are up by 3. San Diego's coming right back And looking down low to Elvin Hayes. The inside pass to Hayes. Oh, and Hayes backs down and gets called for the offensive foul on the switch. Very good defense by Sloan. He had the mismatch down there, but Sloan managed to draw the offensive foul. And Elvin Hayes is not very happy about that. And neither are 20,000 or so referees in the stands rooting for their hometown Rockets. So the Bulls take over the basketball now with a 3-point lead, looking to extend that. They look to Walker on the perimeter. Stolen away by Lance. Lance picked his pocket. Lance is leading the break with Hayes and Adams. They have a 3-on-1 opportunity. Lance pushes it down the floor. Walker's back on defense. They get it to Hayes. Hayes cannot convert, and Burwinkle comes back to get the rebound. Nice transition defense by the Bulls, and the Bulls now are looking to score once again. They look down to Love down on the low block, working effectively against Don Evans. But Trapp came in and stole it. This one was stolen by John Trapp. He gets it out to Murphy, and once again the Rockets will run. Murphy gets it over to Trapp, Trapp back to Murphy, and Love stepped in the passing lane and took that one away. 2 unsuccessful fast breaks, and now Love gets it out to Weiss. Weiss to the hole, and he can't get it to go. Neither team with success in the fast break here, but we've got a whistle and a foul on the play called on Stu Lance. Lance getting back in transition, got him with the body, and that is the 3rd team foul on San Diego. Weiss will go to the line to shoot 2. 84% shooter in the NBA, 82% on the Epic Basketball League season, but he misses the first attempt. Weiss puts up the second, and it's good. Bulls are up 15-11. That's the largest lead of the game for either team with 6:56 to play first quarter. Just getting rolling here. Good competitive matchup. Rockets look down to Elvin Hayes down low. He shoots it up once again. It's good. Hayes off to a good start here with 4 points and 3 rebounds in the early going. And now Chicago is going to come back and run a motion offense of their own. Walker gets loose inside, shoots over the smaller Calvin Murphy on the switch, and Walker buries it. Bulls back up by 4. San Diego running the high-low screen offense. Don Adams has it outside, but he doesn't have a good look. He's going to try to get it down to Hayes on the low block. He forces the pass in there. Hayes off balance, shoots the short jumper and misses, and it goes out of bounds to Chicago. Not a good offensive possession for the Rockets. And the Bulls once again have the chance to extend the lead. 17-13. Chicago with the lead. Weiss is going to call his own number this time. They give him space at the top of the key. He tries to get it down to Burwinkle on the give and go, and it's stripped away by Calvin Murphy. And this time Murphy's going to slow things down, as the first couple of fast break attempts didn't accomplish anything. San Diego sets the offense. It's going to be Murphy now calling his own number from the outside. Shot no good. And the rebound once again goes to Burwinkle. Chicago back on offense. They get it down to Bob Love inside, watched by Adams. Love's turnaround jump shot is good. 9 points for Bob Love in our first 6 minutes of action. He is on fire. And if the Rockets can't find a way to stop him, they're going to be headed back to Chicago for the rubber match. Rockets trying to get things going on offense. They've hit a bit of a scoring slump here. They work it inside to Trapp. Inside against Chet Walker. The teardrop shot is off the rim, no good. But somebody got him on the arm. The foul is called on Walker, and that is 2 on Chet Walker. John Trapp will shoot 2, but more importantly in the big scheme of things, they're going to have to take Walker out of the game. And in comes Matt Gukas to replace Walker. Trapp connects on the first free throw. 19-14 Chicago. As Trapp sets himself for the second attempt, it's good. Chicago back on the offensive end. Matty Gukas has it on the perimeter. He works it back out to the top of the key to Weiss. Weiss gets it over to Sloan. 11 on the shot clock. They try to get it down to Love on the low block. Love inside, posts up against Hayes. His one-hand runner is good. He got it up over Elvin Hayes, and Bob Love has scored 11 points already here in the early going. And he is looking good. The Bulls have it running smoothly. San Diego works the low interior screen. They find Don Adams on the post. Adams lays it up over the smaller defender, but Burwinkle comes over on the help side defense, blocks that away, rebounded by Hayes. Hayes goes for the putback. His short jump shot is good. 21-17. San Diego keeping it close as the Bulls run it back on offense. They give Weiss space to operate out high. He drives it down, drops it off to Burwinkle inside, and Burwinkle knocks it down. That's an unexpected source of scoring here in the first quarter, as Burwinkle has already contributed 6 points, and the Bulls lead by 6. Burwinkle's getting it done on the rebounding end as well. 3 rebounds and 4 assists already for Burwinkle. San Diego comes back, works the ball around. They've got it to Murphy up top. Back and forth to Lance, over to Trapp. As they run the motion offense up top, they drop it down finally to Elvin Hayes. He shoots the fadeaway from the baseline, and it's blocked away by Burwinkle. That's 5 straight misses for Hayes, and the defense of Burwinkle has been stellar here in the opening period. Hayes gets his own rebound off the block. He puts it back up, and he cannot get it up because Burwinkle tied him up. Tom Burwinkle is Captain Marvel here in the first quarter for the Bulls, and he will jump it up against Hayes with 4:27 to play. Hayes gets the jump ball. It's tipped around. Hayes picks it up inside. Passes it back out to Murphy at the top of the key. Murphy's jump shot is no good. Hayes gets the offensive board once again. Hayes with another putback attempt. Actually, he can't get a shot. He hands it off to Adams, and Adams kicks it out of bounds. Another turnover for the Rockets. Bulls still lead by 6 with the basketball. 4:16 to play first quarter. They look inside once again to Bob Love, and why not? He is their hot hand, and he buries another short jumper for his 13th point of the night. It is the Love and Burwinkle show here tonight in San Diego. They should make a cartoon series out of that. San Diego looking for offense. They work it down inside to Trapp against the smaller Matty Gukas. Trapp's short jump shot is off the glass, no good. Stu Lance pulls it away for San Diego and throws it back out on top for a fresh 24. Now they've got Hayes on the low block against Gukas on the mismatch. He pump fakes. His fadeaway shot is no good. Elvin Hayes has gone cold. Murphy climbs the ladder and keeps it alive, kicks it back out to Lance. And the Rockets will have another crack at cutting into the lead. It'll be Murphy calling his own number. Jump shot no good. Hayes on the rebound. Hayes on the putback. Shoots from in close and finally gets it to go. Chicago still leads by 6 with the basketball. 3.5 minutes to play. First quarter. They're going to keep riding the hot hand Love. Love with the short baseline jump shot buries another one, and that's 15 points all in the first quarter for Bob Love, and he is proving why he is the best player on Chicago. San Diego looks inside again to Hayes, working hard. His short jump shot is up and good, and Hayes is now in double figures. It is a battle between Bob Love and Elvin Hayes here in the first period, and the Bulls continue to hold that 6-point lead. Chicago setting up the offense. They've got Jimmy Collins now on the point as they've given Weiss a rest. Collins has room to operate. He's going to put it on the floor. He attacks the rim. He barrels into Murphy. There's no call. The reverse layup by Collins is no good. And Burwinkle grabs another rebound. Burwinkle's going to put back the shot off the glass. But no, it's picked away by Stu Lance. Lance on the steal. He gets it out to Murphy on the transition break. And we have numbers for the Rockets, and Lance cannot convert the layup. Rockets had the numbers. Lance couldn't finish. And after another scrum under the basket, it's kicked away out of bounds off the Rockets. Chicago gets the basketball. Multiple substitutions now for San Diego and for Chicago as we start to see the starters getting a rest. And the Rockets want to see if their second unit can cut into this lead. Chicago has their backup center Jim Fox into the game now. He's working on the low post against Hayes. What can he get done? He has a good look inside and he swishes it. What a remarkable first quarter for the Chicago Bulls. They are shooting 72% on the quarter, 13 out of 18 field goals, and they've opened up an 8-point lead here against San Diego. San Diego's shooting has fallen off to 36%. Although the Rockets are out rebounding the Bulls, they just cannot get it into the basket. Into the game now for San Diego is John Block, their backup power forward out of USC. Block has some room to operate on the baseline, and his jump shot is good. Also into the game for the Rockets, Rudy Tomjanovich, certainly a familiar name. A basketball star at the University of Michigan, fine NBA career as a player, and an excellent coaching run with the Rockets in Houston later on. Chicago back on offense. They get it down to Love once again. Another jump shot from Love is off the glass. This time no good, but he is fouled on the play by Block, and Love will shoot 2 free throws. A very good 83% free throw shooter on the regular NBA season, and his first shot here tonight is good. 16 for Love now in the first quarter, and the Bulls lead is up to 7. And with the second free throw, they have equaled their largest lead of the game at 8 points with under 2 minutes to play first quarter. Johnny Egan now running the offense for San Diego. And he's got Bernie Williams open on the perimeter. Williams also can score coming off the bench. He gets to the basket this time, but he cannot finish at the rim. But we've got a whistle and a foul on the play on Bob Love, and that's his first. That'll be 2 shots for Bernie Williams on the shooting foul. Williams' first shot is good. 84% free throw shooter is Williams. Second shot is also good. 31-25, Chicago with the lead and the basketball. Collins running the offense. Again, they're going to look down low to Bob Love. Love with another short jump shot and another basket. They cannot stop Love this quarter. He's hit 5 in a row and 19 points total on the period. Rockets coming back, trying to stay close in the face of this first quarter onslaught. But Egan and Williams miscommunicate, and the ball gets away for another turnover. Chicago basketball. Collins looks around. Wants Fox down on the low block. Fox in the lane, one-handed runner is good. And the Bulls continue to blister the nets here in the first quarter, and they've opened up a double-digit lead. San Diego works it down to Elvin Hayes. Hayes inside, working against Jim Fox. 8-footer is around the iron and no good. Hayes gets it back, but Matty Gukas slaps it away. And the Bulls come away with the loose ball. It's Collins out high. Crosses over on Egan. Drops it down to Love, posting up. Love's short shot is off the rim, no good. And John Block with the rebound for Chicago. Egan and Williams will run against Gukas on the transition defense. Bernie Williams takes it to the hole, and he cannot finish. Egan gets the rebound and kicks it back out, and the Rockets are going to reset the offense. They've got Hayes down low. They've got Block down low. They look to Block, working on the switch against the smaller Blum. There's a loose ball on the play. Egan picks up the loose ball. But on the foul, there's a whistle and a play and a foul on Fox. Fouling Egan in that scrum for the loose ball. So it'll be just a one-shot foul for Johnny Egan as he looks to score his first point of the night. Egan delivers, and it is a 35-26 basketball game. Final 30 seconds of play, first quarter, and a very impressive first quarter performance by the Chicago Bulls. They look down low to Fox. Fox on the low block, working against Love. And on the help side defense, we've got a reach-in foul on Rudy Tomjanovich. Tomjanovich tried to get over to help, but he got caught with his hand in the kicky jar, and it will be 2 shots for Jim Fox. And Fox connects on the first. Second shot for Fox is good, and the lead for the Bulls is 11. 22 seconds to play. San Diego's going to play for the last shot. They've got Egan on the perimeter, Egan over to Williams. And Williams has it stolen away by Baum. Can the Bulls get a final shot off with 2 seconds to play? Gukas outside, drops it off to Fox. The jump shot is up, no good. Not sure whether that would have counted, but it doesn't matter as the shot fell off the rim as the quarter ended. And let's take a look at your first quarter box score, because this was a remarkable first quarter for Chicago. 68% from the field, 15 out of 22 shots, including 8 for 10 by Bob Love. 19 points for Love in the first quarter, and just a phenomenal start for Love and the Bulls. San Diego struggled to shoot from the field, only 36%, but they dominated the boards. 12 offensive rebounds is stellar, including 6 offensive boards for Hayes, but Hayes only 5 for 14 from the field. So he's got to find his accuracy to pull San Diego back into this game. All right, we head to the second quarter. Bulls with an 11-point lead to start things off. And they will jump it up in center court, and this time it is Fox winning the jump ball for Chicago. And they're immediately going to pound it back to Bob Love inside. Love's short jump shot is no good, and the rebound goes to Elvin Hayes. Hayes kicks it out quickly. Egan will run with it, and his teammates are going along for the fast break. It's a 4-on-1. Can they convert? No. It's Williams trying to get to the hole, and he is fouled on the play by Bobby Weiss. Smart foul by Bobby Weiss. That'll just be a one-shot free throw for Williams to save the easy 2. Williams misses the free throw. That makes that play look even better. But Hayes pulls away the offensive rebound. He puts it up with the left hand. He can't get it to go. The ball is loose, and it's Fox this time who comes away with the rebound. Fox with a quick outlet to Weiss. Weiss and Gukas will run. Play has been whistled dead as Egan reaches around and gets called for the personal foul. And this will be a one-shot opportunity for Jim Fox for the Bulls. Fox readies himself, bends the knees, puts it up and good. 38-26 Chicago, 12-point lead for the Bulls. Rockets trying to prevent this one from getting out of hand here in the early moments of the second quarter. They look inside once again to Hayes. He struggled from the field, but he is their guy. And this time Fox fouled him. Foul on the floor, one shot for Elvin Hayes. And Hayes connects. Already a double-double, 11 points, 10 rebounds for Hayes, and we're barely into the second period. Chicago has Gukas outside working against Hayes. He swings it around the perimeter. They get it from Gukas over to Weiss, and Weiss threw it away. Chance for San Diego to bring it back under double digits. They look inside once again to Elvin Hayes. This time Williams sets a screen for him. That allows Hayes to get free in the paint, and Chet Walker had to come over and commit the foul. That's another foul on Chet Walker. That is his third, and he's going to have to leave the game once again. So Walker is one of their key guys, but he's been in foul trouble the entire game, and it hasn't mattered because Bob Love has picked up the slack and then some. Hayes hits the free throw. That's 12 points for Hayes, and once again the lead is 10. Weiss patiently scans the defense. Works it over to Gukas. Gukas down low to Bob Love. Love on the wing. Works it down to the baseline. Catches to the hole. Puts it in. 21 points for Love, and he is a dangerous threat because he can score on the post. He can hit that baseline jump shot. And on that play, we saw him penetrate and score at the rim after receiving a pass on the low baseline. So far tonight, San Diego just does not have an answer for Bob Love. Can Elvin Hayes and the Rockets respond? They look down inside to Hayes inside, and that ball goes off Hayes' foot and out of bounds. Once again, it's Chicago basketball. Chicago taking control of this game in the second quarter. Just by solid field goal shooting, good shot selection, and the Rockets struggling to convert on their end of the court. 12 on the shot clock now. They look inside to Baum. Johnny Baum working down low with the short jump shot. No good. Fox gets the offensive board. Fox on the putback. Nothing but net. So 9 points for Jim Fox. Another unexpected source of scoring. Fox off the bench, spelling Tom Burwinkle. Burwinkle performed very well in the first quarter, and Fox has picked up right where Burwinkle left off. And the lead is now 14. 42-28 Chicago. Under 10 minutes to play, second quarter. San Diego is not ready to give up yet. They get it down low to Hayes. Hayes misses another short jump shot. Block comes out with the rebound for San Diego. Block's putback attempt is not going to happen because it's stolen away by Matty Gukas. Everything is going in favor of the Bulls here so far in the first half. Now they get it down low to Jim Fox, and Fox converts for his 11th point of the game. It is getting loose from the Rockets here in the second quarter as they now trail by 16, 44-28. They look into Hayes. They set a pick. Weiss is overmatched on the defense. The short jump shot still will not go for Hayes. Hayes has missed 8 straight, and Love comes out with the rebound for Chicago. Chicago looks right to Fox down low. Fox powers to the hoop. He shoots. It spins out, and the rebound goes to Hayes, but we have a whistle and a foul on Tomjanovich on the play. They call that foul on the shot, and it'll be 2 shots for Fox. First shot is good. And that is 12 now for Jim Fox off the bench. Fourth-year man out of the University of South Carolina. Fox connects on both free throws. And the Bulls now lead by 18. And it has been quite a while since the Rockets were able to score. Let's take a look and see if we can find the last basket for San Diego. That was 2 free throws for Hayes at the 10:52, or 1 free throw for Hayes at the 10:52 mark. Egan hit a free throw in the first quarter. So the Rockets have not scored a field goal in the second quarter. And we're just over 3 minutes in. They've gotten 2 free throws from Elvin Hayes, and that is it. And Chicago has put up in that time frame 10. So it's 10-2 run for the Bulls to start this second quarter. And they are looking to make this one a laugher here quickly in the early going. Egan looks around and says, let's try something different. What can Rudy T do down low? He can't do anything. He kicks it back out to Egan out on top, and Egan finally gets one to go. First field goal of the second quarter for the Rockets after a scoring drought lasting several minutes. And they have dug themselves quite a hole here, down 16, with the Bulls showing no signs of letting up. They get it down to Love. Inside. Finger roll no good. Rebound is kicked around and pulled out of there by Block. And the Rockets get a stop. They swing it around the perimeter. They get it to Bernie Williams. Williams can score. He bounces it back to Egan, gets it back on the outside. His jump shot hits off the rim, no good. And Fox comes away with the rebound for Chicago. Bob Weiss back in the game for the Bulls. He's going to take it to the hole himself. He lays it up and good. Hayes still battling for position down low. Gives the spin move to Fox. Turns around with the left hand and finally gets one to go. Finally a field goal for Elvin Hayes. And the Rockets start to work their way back into the game. But they're going to need to hunker down on defense, giving up 65% field goal shooting midway through the second period. Chicago looks down to Fox, working against Hayes down low. Fox inside, lays it up and good. Nice play by Weiss. That's his 4th assist on the night. San Diego finds Block down low. He backs in against Love. His turnaround jump shot is good. 50-34. Bulls continue to lead. Running the offense through Love once again. His layup is no good this time. But we got a whistle on the play. Somebody got him on the arm, and it was Bernie Williams. So Love will go to the line for 2 free throws, trying to add to what has already been a 21-point performance. Love's first free throw is good. San Diego comes back with Calvin Murphy and some substitutions as Elvin Hayes gets his first rest of the night. And Love converts the second free throw. The lead is once again 18. Murphy running it back with Larry Siegfried now in the game at the shooting guard. Trapp and Tomjanovich on the wings. And down low we have Toby Kimball, the backup center out of Connecticut. Murphy trying to find an open shot. Rises up and calls his own number from the top of the key. That's around the rim and no good. Toby Kimball with the rebound. His putback attempt is off the glass. No good. Stolen away by Gukas. Matty Gukas already with 4 steals on the night. And Chicago once again has the basketball, looking to stretch the lead to 20. It's Murphy guarding Weiss. Weiss passes it over to Fox in the corner. Fox with the jump shot is no good. But Baum sneaks in for the rebound, Johnny Baum, and passes it back out for the Bulls to reset the offense. They look to Love on the baseline. Is he going to put it up? He shoots the jumper. He cannot get it to go off the back rim. Fox gets another offensive rebound. And his putback attempt is up. And it goes through the rim, but Fox stepped out of bounds, so they will wave off the basket and give the basketball back to San Diego. Stu Lance already back into the game for San Diego, along with Murphy, Adams, and Hayes. The Rockets have their starting 5 on the court after giving everybody a quick blow. Murphy works against Weiss. Free throw line extended. He fires up the jumper, no good. And Fox with another rebound for Chicago. They're going to look inside to Fox in the low post. Weiss gets it to him. His short jump shot is up and good. That is 17 points for Jim Fox off the bench. How about that? San Diego still tries to run it through Hayes. Hayes turns and shoots a fadeaway and hits this one. 16 for Hayes. But the lead is still 18 points, and San Diego needs stops. Chicago works it around. Pick and roll with Weiss and Fox. And Weiss lowers his shoulder and just gets called for the offensive foul. The quick feed of Calvin Murphy as he ducked under the pick set himself, and Weiss ran into him, and they blow the whistle and call that foul on Weiss on the charge. Rockets get the ball back. Murphy pitches it over to Lance. Lance takes it to the hole. His running jump shot in the lane is no good. Adams comes away with the offensive board. Adams is going to try the putback, and he's called for the offensive foul. He got that left elbow out there, and they blew the whistle on him. So it is 54-36. Bulls continue to enjoy an 18-point lead, and we are now past the midway point of the second period. Jimmy Collins back into the game to run the point for Chicago. They get it down low to Burwinkle. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Burwinkle's looking for a cutter. He can't find anybody, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. So San Diego gets the stop. Let's see if they can convert and begin to climb their way back into the ball game. Murphy dumps it in down low to Hayes once again. Hayes with the short jump shot, no good. This one skips over the rim and is grabbed away by Sloan. Jerry Sloan with his first board of the night. Chicago looks down low to Burwinkle. Burwinkle this time is going to take the shot from point blank range. He delivers. 8 points now for Burwinkle to go with 5 assists and 4 rebounds. He looks like Magic Johnson out there tonight. San Diego works it around. They can't find Hayes. They go the opposite way and swing it around to John Trapp, and John Trapp is able to convert. 56-38, 4.5 to play second quarter. Jimmy Collins on the perimeter. Quick shot, no good, bounces out of bounds, San Diego basketball. Into the game for Chicago for the first time is A.W. Holt, popular rookie small forward out of Jackson State University. San Diego basketball. Murphy looking around, circling the perimeter. He's going to look to Trapp once again. Trapp down low. They've got a mismatch for Trapp against the smaller Holt. Trapp goes to the hoop with this one and is blocked away again by Burwinkle. Stu Lance pulls the rebound for San Diego. Swings it back out to Murphy on the perimeter, back to Lance. Lance is going to take it to the hole. Can he finish this time? He sends it out to Murphy. Murphy takes the jump shot, no good. But we've got a whistle and a foul on Burwinkle on the play. Murphy will shoot 2. On the regular season for San Diego, Murphy shot 86%. And Murphy was one of the great free throw shooters of all time. He had a very long consecutive free throw streak and perennially led the league in free throw percentage. And he connects on both of these. And the Rockets have 40 points now, but the Bulls have 56. Holt outside. Looks around, swings it back to Collins. Collins, top of the key. Pulls the trigger on the jump shot, no good. Rebounded by Trapp, but we've got another whistle and a loose ball foul on Murphy. in the fight for the rebound. This will just be one shot for Sloan. And Sloan drops it through. First point of the night for Jerry Sloan. And the Bulls now lead by 17, under 4 minutes to play. San Diego's going to go back down low to Hayes. Hayes shoots another fadeaway, can't get it to fall. We're seeing a lot of fadeaways out of Hayes tonight. Maybe it's the size of Burwinkle that has got his timing off. But he does just not look comfortable operating on that low block, and his field goal percentage has suffered because of it. Chicago brings it back. They look to Love on the baseline. We've got a whistle and a stoppage of play. And it looks like A.W. Holt is going to have to leave the game with a neck injury. He's walking off the court. He'll miss a few games, and he'll be replaced now by Matty Gukas for Chicago. As the starting small forward, Chet Walker, continues to take up space on the bench with 3 personal fouls. But the Bulls don't seem to mind. They still enjoy a 17-point lead here as the second quarter winds down. Chicago to inbound. They look to Sloan. Sloan sends it back to Collins. Collins back over to Sloan with 11 on the shot clock. Sloan attacks the basket, and it's knocked away and stolen by Stu Lantz. Nice defense by Lantz. San Diego works it around. Murphy to Lantz, Lantz to Hayes. Hayes down low, shoots the jump shot off the glass and gets it to go. The lead is down to 15 now. And if San Diego can keep it around 15 for halftime, then they don't need to panic. You don't want to get down by 20 or more. Chicago runs the offense. Collins pulls the trigger himself. Murphy grabs the rebound. And we've got a whistle and a foul on the play on Jerry Sloan over the back. One shot for Stu Lantz. Lantz readies himself, puts it up, and good. 57-43 now, under 3 minutes to play. Bulls with a 14-point lead and possession. Gukas looking around. Back to Collins. Collins down to Burwinkle. 12 on the shot clock. Burwinkle looks for a cutter. He can't find anybody. He puts it up himself. His shot is off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Trapp. Murphy brings it back for the Rockets. Swings it around to Stu Lantz on the perimeter. Floats one up from medium range, no good. And the rebound goes to Collins. Nice team defense by Chicago, helping each other out with the picks and screens. And now they look down low to Burwinkle. Loose ball, Burwinkle gets it back, but Burwinkle pushed off to get that ball back. He got his right arm out there on Hayes, and the refs called him for it. So San Diego with another chance to cut into the lead. They look down low to Adams. He can't get open. They look to Trapp. Trapp's had a couple of good possessions. He shoots from in close, and he scores again. Chet Walker's back in the game, but he had to back off on that in fear of picking up his 4th personal foul. And the lead is down to 12. Chicago 57, Houston 45. Bulls work it again through Burwinkle. Gets the ball from Sloan, back to Collins, down to Burwinkle down low. Burwinkle in the low post. Turns and shoots the short shot, and good. So 3 of the front court players for Chicago are already in double figures. Love with 23, Fox with 17, Burwinkle now with 10. As Chicago is using a balanced attack to take control in this game. San Diego looks down low to Trapp once again against Walker. Trapp takes it aggressively to the hoop. Dishes it off to Murphy. Back inside to Trapp, and Trapp shuffled his feet. That's a travel on Trapp. And the ball goes back over to Chicago. Minute 38 to play. Bulls by 14. Second quarter winding down. They look to Chet Walker on the baseline. Shoots the jump shot, no good. Rebounded by Murphy. Murphy brings it back for San Diego. Dribbling to his left. Back to his right. He crosses over on Jimmy Collins. He takes it into the lane. Dumps it off to Trapp, and Trapp scores it. So an unexpected spark from John Trapp, and the Rockets are back to within 12. Chicago is going to try to get Walker going again. Walker from the outside has it stolen away by Lance. Bulls can cut it, or Rockets can cut it to 10. They look inside once again to Trapp. They like this matchup down low. If they can get Trapp free on the post against Walker, he has been successful. This jump shot is off the glass, no good. Boerwinkle rebounds it, but Murphy picks his pocket, and it'll be a fresh 24 for San Diego. They go to Lance on the perimeter. Lance steps around Sloan, drives it to the hoop, drops it off to Adams inside. Adams' jump shot is no good. Off the top of the rim, off the top of the backboard, and out of bounds. So quickly they get Gukas back into the game for the last 42 seconds. They do not want Walker to pick up that fourth foul. That would be crucial. And Chicago now with 42 seconds to play will set the offense. Bob Weiss works against Murphy. Swings it over to Sloan. Down to Boerwinkle, back out top to Weiss. 11 on the shot clock. Weiss dumps it down low to Love. Love from the low post. With the pump fake, short jump shot is up and good. 25 points now for Love in the first half. And the lead for the Bulls is back up to 14. San Diego has the basketball. It looks like they're going to hold for the final shot. Murphy looks around. Gets it over to Trapp. Gets it back. Drops it down to Hayes. Hayes drives to the basket. His shot is up, no good. Weiss on the rebound. I don't think they'll get a shot off in time, and indeed they do not. So that's the end of the first half. The Bulls have a comfortable 14-point lead, although they did lead by as many as 20, and San Diego managed to keep it close. Love still leads all scorers with 25 points on 10 of 15 field goal shooting, but only one rebound. Boerwinkle 5 for 6, Fox 6 for 8. Altogether, Chicago shooting 58% from the floor, a blistering pace here in the first half. San Diego is led by Elvin Hayes with 18, but Hayes has required 23 shots to get those 18 points. And overall, the Rockets are only shooting 36% on the game. And that's your big difference. San Diego is keeping it close with the rebounds. Turnovers are even. Free throw shooting is even. Everything else is even except the shooting percentage, and that is all about the Bulls and Bob Love here in the first half. A couple of channel updates before we start the half. Tomorrow afternoon at 4 p.m. here on the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network, it will be Heartland Championship Wrestling. Let's take a look at the card for tomorrow night. We have 3 very exciting matches in store, including a NWA Tag Team Championship bout in the main event. It will be the champions, the Steiner brothers, taking on the imposing Road Warriors for the NWA Tag Team Championship. And if you are the least bit of a wrestling fan, you should be looking forward to that one. Another championship match we'll see tomorrow night will be for the Ring of Honor Heavyweight Championship, as the current title holder Moose The big man who has dominated that belt over the last year or so faces the challenge of one of the hottest young properties in the business, a guy known as ACH. So ACH takes his shot at Moose. ACH has heart, he has talent, he does not have size. He's going to have a big hill to climb tomorrow afternoon against the champion Moose if he wants to claim the Ring of Honor Championship. Our other big event will be a grudge match that has been brewing now for several weeks between the American Wolves, the team of Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards, taking on the newly discovered team from the Ring of Honor, the team of Brian Milonis and Beer City Bruiser, two guys out of the Milwaukee area. One of them is huge and the other one is huger, enormouser. These two guys are monsters, and they have been tormenting the Wolves over the past several weeks. Davey and Eddie have had some disagreements between them, but finally managed to pull their act together this past Wednesday night after a very tough tag team match. So it looks like Davey and Eddie are on the same page, and they're going to have to be on the same page tomorrow afternoon when the bouncers come looking for blood. So that's what's happening tomorrow in Heartland Championship Wrestling here on the channel. Let's head back to basketball. Thank you for the folks who are joining us here tonight for the ball game, and for those of you who are watching this on YouTube later on. And as we start the third quarter, it is the Rockets who control the jump, and they're immediately going to look inside to Trapp. Trapp did some good things at the end of the first half. He cannot get his first shot to go here in the second, and Burwinkle comes away with another rebound for Chicago. Chicago with numbers, but it's Sloan and Love and Burwinkle, and these guys smartly decide to pull the ball back out and let the professionals handle running the offense. In this case, it will be Walker on the baseline working against Trapp. Walker shoots the deep jump shot and hits it. 6 points for Walker now in limited duty after getting into foul trouble in the first half. San Diego brings the ball back. They look down low once again to Hayes. They are determined to get him going. His pump fake is good enough to get Burwinkle out of position, and Hayes converts the basket, and Burwinkle fouled him. One shot for Hayes, attempting to cut the lead to 13. And Hayes puts it through. 63-50 now. Chicago still maintaining the lead, but the Rockets just want to keep it close and hope to steal one towards the end of the game. They've got Weiss out on top with plenty of space to operate. He tries to get it into Burwinkle. Burwinkle gives it back to Weiss, and Weiss is knocked to the floor by Trapp. Weiss and Burwinkle ran the pick and roll, and Trapp got in between and knocked Weiss to the floor, and Weiss will go to the line for one free throw, which he converts. 5 points now for Weiss to go with 5 assists, and the Bulls lead by 14. Murphy, this time is going to call his own number, foul line extended. Shoots the jump shot, no good. Too strong off the rim, tapped around by Hayes, grabbed by Adams. Adams with the putback attempt. But he wasn't thinking and threw it away. Chicago basketball. Weiss looks at Sloan. Sloan looks down to Love inside. Love in the lane. Picks up the loose ball. Unloads from point blank range and hits it. 27 now for Love as the party continues. San Diego comes back with Murphy. Outside, drives to the hole. Cut off by Burwinkle. He stops and pops, and it falls off the side of the rim. Trapp grabs the offensive rebound. Can he convert with the right hand? He shoots the short shot and delivers it. John Trapp has 14 points now for San Diego as the Rockets struggle to keep it close. Love now on the baseline being covered by Hayes on the switch. Love cannot get the baseline jump shot to fall this time. Burwinkle grabs the offensive rebound. Burwinkle puts it up. He can't get it to go. This time the rebound comes off to Hayes. Back come the Rockets. Murphy, one-on-one against Weiss. Drives to the basket. Bounces it off inside to Hayes, and Hayes lays it up and good. So that time it was Murphy who broke down the defense and set up Hayes for the finish. The lead is down to 12. Chicago looks to Love. I thought Philadelphia was the city of love, but in this case it is Chicago. And it will be Love taking it to the basket for the hoop and the harm. Love gets the basket to go. Whistle and a foul on Lance. And Bob Love has the opportunity for a three-point play. And he hits it for his 30th point of the night. Still very early in the third quarter. Just over 2 minutes gone by. Bulls extend the lead on that three-point play to 15. Murphy dribbling to the side. Stops and pops, no good. And Weiss comes away with the long rebound. Coming back in transition, they look down low to Burwinkle. He stops and takes a short jump shot, no good. Burwinkle grabs his own rebound. Passes it off to Love on the low block. But it's stolen away by Lance. Good recovery by Lance in transition. It looked like Love had an open bunny. But Lance got back there on the help side and managed to pick up the steal. San Diego looks down to Hayes. Hayes lays it up off the glass. No good. Couldn't get it around the double team, but he does get the foul and the whistle against Bob Love. So Elvin Hayes will shoot two. Trying to add to his 23-point night. He gets the first to go. And the second shot is up. And he hits the second. 25 now for Elvin Hayes to go with 11 boards. And the Bulls lead by 13. Chicago looks inside to Walker. Down low working against Don Adams. The short jump shot won't go down. Rebound on the play goes to Hayes. Hayes out to Murphy on the release. And here come the San Diego Rockets. Will Murphy take it himself? He does. He goes to the glass. He cannot get around the defense of Jerry Sloan. His pull-up jump shot is off the rim and out of bounds. Chicago basketball. Well defended by Sloan on that fast break. Jerry Sloan known for being a tough defender. And he's in the perfect position to play that role because there are plenty of other guys on this Chicago team who can score. They're going to look inside once again to Bob Love. Backing in on Adams. Turns and gets a good look, but his shot's off the rim, no good. We've got a whistle and a foul on the play on Trapp. Foul on the shot. Love will shoot two. His first shot is good. 70-56 Bulls. As Love tees up the second free throw. And he hits it. 32 now for Love. Rockets basketball trailing by 15. 8:30 to play, third quarter. They look down to Hayes. They run it through Lance, down to Hayes on the low block. Back over to Adams. Pick and roll to Hayes. Bounce pass to Hayes inside. Turnaround jumper rattles out. And the rebound goes to Jerry Sloan. Bulls with the basketball. Sloan working against Stu Lance. 14 on the shot clock. Sloan delivers a pass. Down low, gets it back. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Sloan's forced to pull the trigger himself. He takes it inside, lays it up and good. Hello, Dave Gardner. Good to see you here in the chat room tonight. for this playoff game between the Chicago Bulls and the San Diego Rockets. The Bulls have led by as many as 20 as Bob Love is just tearing it up with 32 points already here early in the third quarter. San Diego is doing everything they can to keep it close as they look inside to Adams. Adams is going to try and dump it down to Elvin Hayes. Hayes is their guy, but he has struggled from the floor tonight, and he tries to get the drop down pass to Murphy, and it's kicked away out of bounds. Chicago basketball. Hope all is well with you, Dave. You feeling good? Chicago looks inside to Burwinkle. Productive night for their big man. Burwinkle down low, posted up against Hayes, gets a good look inside and drains it. 12 for Burwinkle, and the lead is back up to 19 for Chicago. They look to Stu Lance on the perimeter. Just trying to find the right combination on offense to get something going. Lance gets it over to Trapp. Back to Lance on the wing. Over to Murphy. Back to Lance. Lance traveled. Bulls with a chance now to take their biggest lead of the night if they can convert a basket here. 2 great football games tonight posted on the Facebook group. Sounds great, Dave. I'll have to check those out. Chicago on the attack. Looks to Bob Love inside. Continuing to dominate the paint for Chicago. Unloads at point blank range and hits it again. 34 now for Bob Love. Fifth-year man out of Southern University and A&M College. And in the regular NBA season in 1970-71, Bob Love was an all-star and finished the year as the second-team All-NBA power forward. And as we mentioned earlier, he finished the season number 5 overall in scoring at 25.9 points per game, and he has already well surpassed that in the middle of the third quarter. San Diego looks inside once again to Hayes. Hayes has been defended well all night by Burwinkle. He forces another fadeaway, but this time Hayes gets it to go. He's got 27, and the lead is back down to 19. Chicago continuing to pound it down to Love. Love in the corner with the fall-away jump shot, no good. Rebounded by Trapp. San Diego works it around the perimeter. They look down low once again to Trapp. He's been effective in the paint. He's got a mismatch, but he gets it stolen away by Bob Weiss, and the Bulls regain possession. Weiss in transition is going to call his own number. He weaves through the traffic, shoots the short jump shot from in the lane. No good. Lance made him alter his shot, and Lance grabs away the rebound. Rockets try to push it back in position, but they do not have the numbers. And Murphy pulls it back out. They swing it around to Lance. Lance down to Hayes in the low block. His 10-footer's good. Rockets still trail by 17. They really need to get something done on defense. Chicago has been shooting the ball well all night. They're still at 57% from the field, as compared to 37% from San Diego. Dave, I believe you asked a week or so ago what a good shooting percentage was in the NBA. 50% is really good. Most nights teams will shoot, somewhere between 45, 47, 48%. But if you're above 50, that's going to be a good night. And if you're at 57% through 3 quarters of play, that is an outstanding shooting game. And you can see the Bulls have already put up 77 points, and we are still midway in the third period. Walker has the ball for Chicago, working inside against Trapp. Walker in the paint, backs in, double dribbles. Tough night for Chet Walker. He's been battling foul trouble, only 6 points on the game. But certainly whatever slack he has left behind has been more than picked up by the play of Bob Love. San Diego basketball. They get it to Trapp once again down low, working against Chet Walker. Trapping the low post from 5 feet is no good. And this rebound will go to Adams. Adams is going to pass it back out on top. They swing it around to Murphy to Lance, from Lance down to Hayes. Hayes on the pick and roll with the fadeaway off the glass. And off the rim, no good. But there's a whistle and a foul on the play on Burwinkle. And that is 4 on Burwinkle. Hayes will shoot 2. And if they can force Burwinkle to the bench, maybe that will improve conditions on the low block for Hayes. Hayes misses the first free throw. And sure enough, Burwinkle goes out of the game to be replaced by Jim Fox. And Jim Fox is no slouch. He's a solid defender. And he put up 17 points off the bench in the first half to really make a difference for Chicago. Hayes lines up the second free throw. And he hits it. 77-61. Chicago with the lead and the basketball. 5:31 to play, third quarter. Once again, Love is the open man. They've done a good job working the offense through him. Love down low. Gets the pass from Weiss. Dumps it off to Sloan on the perimeter. It'll be Sloan taking it to the hole. His shot is no good. Collision with Lance on the play. Lance gets him on the arm, and it will be Sloan headed to the free throw line. Sloan puts the first one in. Second shot for Jerry Sloan is good. 5 points for Sloan on the night, and the Bulls now lead by 18. Rockets looking to set something up on offense. They've got Lance working against Jim Fox on the switch. Lance likes this matchup. He's got some room on the top of the key, and he drills one. 6 points for Stu Lance on the night. Not his most productive performance. But he connects on that one, and the lead is now 16 for Chicago. Chicago works it down to Fox down low. Pump fakes, gets Hayes in the air. His shot from point-blank range won't go down. But he is fouled on the play by Murphy. Coming over to help Hayes. And that is 3 on Calvin Murphy. Fox tees it up at the line for the Bulls, and he hits the first. 80 points for Chicago now, as they lead 80-63. And Fox hits the second to stretch the lead back to 17. San Diego having trouble finding an open man on offense. Murphy's going to take matters into his own hands. He attacks the glass, and he travels. Murphy forced it that time, and the refs wouldn't let him get away with it. The Bulls now have a chance to go back out on top by 20. And for the first time in the game, we see the backup point guard, Jim King. King, a veteran out of the University of Tulsa, is going to work against Calvin Murphy. Murphy doing a good job on the defense. King can't find an opening. He dumps it down low to Fox. Fox is going to shoot with 12 on the shot clock. He pump fakes. The short jump shot is no good. And the rebound is tipped around, and Fox picks it up on the perimeter. And Chicago will reset with a 24-second fresh clock. They get it out to Gukas on the perimeter. Gukas gets it back outside to King. King shoots a jump shot and hits it. How about that? King off the bench hits that jump shot, and once again the Bulls are back up by 20. Everything is going Chicago's way here tonight in San Diego Sports Arena, and it's looking more and more like we're going to be headed back to Chicago for Game 3. Murphy for the fall-away jumper from outside. He can't get that to go, but he is fouled on the play by Jerry Sloan, and it'll be 2 shots for Calvin Murphy. Murphy's first shot is no good. Rare miss for Calvin Murphy. But the second one is good. 5 points now for Murphy. Very quiet night for the superstar point guard, the San Diego rookie. Bulls with the basketball and a 19-point lead as King directs traffic. Gets it over to Sloan outside. Sloan's going to look down inside to Fox. On the screen and roll. Fox hits the turnaround jump shot up, no good. Fox gets his own rebound. Fox on the putback attempt, lays it up. It circles around the rim and no good again. Rebound this time for Don Adams. Rockets got the stop they needed. Can they convert on the offensive end? They look inside to Don Adams. Short jump shot over Gukas is no good. Lance with the rebound, and he tosses it back out on top. Murphy dribbles to his left. Sends it to Trapp on the baseline. Trapp doesn't have anything. He forces up the jump shot, no good. Hayes keeps possession with the rebound. Hayes on the putback attempt. Takes it up strong with a two-handed layup and gets it to go. That's 32 for Elvin Hayes, and the lead is still 17. If the Rockets can get it down to about 10 by the beginning of the fourth quarter, there's still hope. But if they let that get out to 19 and 20 again as the third quarter comes down to a close, they're just digging themselves a hole that may be too deep to recover from. Jerry Sloan now with the basketball for Chicago. Sloan steps into the lane. Goes for the layup and delivers. 7 points for Sloan. And it's 85-66 Chicago. Under 3 minutes to play third quarter. San Diego looks inside to Hayes. Bounces it over to Lance. Lance and Murphy now with a two-man game going. They finally find Hayes inside for the 5-foot shot. It's no good. We've got a foul on the play on the loose ball, and that is going to be called on Trapp. 3 fouls now against John Trapp, and it will be Sloan to the line. The Bulls are in the bonus, so this will be 2 shots for Jerry Sloan. First shot for Sloan is good. Second shot for Sloan is also good, and it is now a 21-point lead for the Bulls. 2:36 to play, third quarter. Trapp down low on the post against Gukas. Gets the short jump shot around the rim, no good. Tapped away by Love. Hayes gets the offensive board. Can Hayes convert this one? Another fadeaway is no good. And the rebound this time goes to Jerry Sloan. Chicago looking to extend the lead. Gets it to Love on the baseline. He pauses, he pumps. It is blocked away by Hayes and rebounded by Rudy Tomjanovich. 3-on-1 the other way for San Diego. Egan leading the break. Gets it to Tomjanovich. Tomjanovich to Lance. His shot is blocked away from behind by Fox. Fine defense in transition by Fox to get that blocked shot. Jerry Sloan comes away with the rebound. And Chicago once again has the basketball. They're going to attack immediately in transition to Fox down low. Fox backs in, but he traveled. Turnover for the Bulls. San Diego regains possession with 1:45 to go, third quarter. They look to Bernie Williams now in the game. Let's see if Williams can get something going. The streak shooter passes up on the shot, drops it down to Hayes. Hayes no good. Hayes gets his own rebound, and the short jump shot is around the rim once again, no good. And the rebound goes to Jim Fox. Hayes just can't throw it in the ocean here sometimes tonight. He's got 32 points and 15 rebounds, but his shooting percentage has been awful. Pick and roll for Chicago. Fox gets free at close range, but his shot deflects off the rim. Fox gets his own rebound, and on the putback attempt, he cannot get the shot off because Bernie Williams reached in and fouled him. 2 shots for Fox. 75% free throw shooter on the season. First shot is no good. Fox looks to tee up the second free throw. This one's good. 20 now for Jim Fox off the bench. And the Bulls now lead by 22. That's their biggest lead of the game with just over a minute to play in the third quarter. Hayes wants the basketball. Hayes gets the basketball on the low block. Under the hoop, he backs in, he double dribbles. And Hayes is just frustrated now. He is visibly frustrated. His shots aren't falling, and on that time, he just couldn't get the footwork together. And it cost the Rockets yet another turnover. Chicago looking to take advantage. Posting it up with Fox working against Hayes, and Fox gets another one to go. 22 points for Jim Fox tonight. And it has just been all Chicago in the paint from start to finish. The lead is now 24, 90 to 66, 41 seconds to play, third quarter. Johnny Egan now in the game at the point. He takes the perimeter jump shot. It's good. 90-68. Bulls with the basketball, 31 seconds to play. Too much time for the Bulls to hold for the final shot, but they're going to work the ball around the perimeter. King had an opening, but he pulls it back. Sends it to Gukas outside. 12 on the shot clock. Gukas swings it down low to Fox. Fox is forced away from the hoop to the baseline. He's going to have to put up a shot with the clock expiring. His jump shot is up and good. Fox gets the basket on a very sloppy looking last second attempt, but Chicago got everything they wanted on that possession, and the Rockets only have 7 seconds to put up the final shot of the quarter. Who's it going to be? Egan to Williams. Williams to Tomjanovich. The short jump shot at the buzzer is good. First basket of the game for Rudy Tomjanovich. And at the end of 3 quarters, Chicago enjoys a huge lead. Let's take a quick look at the box score and see just how bad things are. Love 13 for 21. Burwinkle 6 for 9. Fox 8 for 14. That is some stellar shooting for the front line for Chicago. And overall they're at 55% as they lead 92 to 68. Hayes now 13 for 33. He's got 15 rebounds. He's got 32 points altogether. But with all those missed shots, he is at a minus 23 for his team here tonight. Calvin Murphy has contributed only 5 points. Stu Lance has contributed only 6 points. Murphy 1 for 11 from the field. So just a rough night all around for San Diego. They came into the home game tonight leading 1-0 in this best of 3 series, hoping to put things away. But Chicago has risen to the occasion, and unless lightning strikes here in the fourth period, we're going to be headed back to Chicago for a decisive Game 3 in this first round of playoffs in the silver tier. Chicago wins the tap. They'll open the fourth quarter with the basketball, enjoying the 22-point lead. They look down low to Fox. Fox is forced out to the baseline. Still plenty of time on the 24. He's going to look for a pass. He can't find anybody. He's forced to take the 15-foot shot on the baseline. It's no good. Egan rebounds for San Diego, and he's fouled by Love. Love committed the foul, but it's going to be Elvin Hayes on the box out who is the recipient of that foul. And Hayes will have one free throw at the other end. Shot by Hayes is good. 92-71. Ball comes back to the Bulls. They've got a mismatch for Love down low against Rudy Tomjanovich. Tomjanovich manages to reach around and knock that away from Love and out of bounds, but Chicago will retain possession. They look inside to Love. 10 on the shot clock. Love's got a mismatch over Johnny Egan, but he cannot pull the trigger, and that is a 24-second violation against the Bulls. San Diego basketball. Bernie Williams on the perimeter. Launches one from deep. It rolls around and out. Hayes grabs the loose ball, grabs the rebound, but is whistled for the loose ball foul as he cleared out with that left arm, fighting with Jim Fox for the rebound, and it will be Fox with one free throw attempt for Chicago. Fox connects, and that is 25 off the bench for Jim Fox, an unlikely hero for Chicago in this Game 2 butt kicking. San Diego looks to Williams again. His jump shot outside is no good. And Fox with the easy rebound, his 10th of the night. Chicago brings it up with King. King now running the point with Collins at the 2 guard. Along with Gukas and Fox inside and Love down low. They look down low to Love. Love working against Rudy Tomjanovich. And once again, he cannot get the shot off, and that is another 24-second violation for the Bulls. The Bulls are certainly not playing with any sense of urgency. The clock is their friend, and San Diego hasn't shown any signs of life on the offensive side to make the Bulls feel like their lead is in jeopardy. Egan brings it up, looks over to Trapp over to Bernie Williams, moving along the perimeter. Williams takes it to the rim. There's a collision. Williams puts the layup up, no good. And Bob Love comes away with the rebound for Chicago. Bernie was looking for the call, and the refs weren't having any of it. Bulls back into the front court. They get it down to Love on the baseline. Working outside this time against Tomjanovich. Kicks it back over to Collins. Collins with the long jump shot, no good. Tomjanovich comes in for the rebound. Rudy T put in some good minutes for San Diego here tonight, but it's probably not enough to get them over this big hump. Bernie Williams, once again, their backup their backup shooting guard, drives to the hole, and he's called for the offensive foul. Bernie's had a couple real nice games, but tonight has just not been his night, as he has managed only 2 points. Chicago runs the offense as we're now under 9.5 to play. Once again, they look to Love inside. He lays it up and good. That's 36 for Love. And we've got a foul on the play on Rudy Tomjanovich. Love will shoot one, looking for point number 37 on the night. And he gets it. 37 for Love to only 33 for Elvin Hayes. I say only. But it has been Love who has really outplayed Elvin here tonight in this game too. Egan brings the ball up for San Diego. They work it around the perimeter to Adams, back to Egan to Tomjanovich. We've got a whistle and a foul away from the ball, and that's going to be a reach-in foul on Jim Fox. Number 3 on Fox, number 2 on the team, and this will be one free throw for Elvin Hayes. Hayes has done a good job from the line tonight, but he misses this one. Don Adams pulls the offensive board for San Diego. His short jump shot is no good. And the rebound on this play goes to Tomjanovich. And Tomjanovich is going to whip it back out front to Egan. Egan sends it over to Williams on the wing. Williams down to Hayes inside. Hayes' short jump shot is around the rim, and again, no good. It wiggles out of the hoop, and it is tracked down by Jimmy Collins for Chicago. Under 9 minutes to play, Bulls lead by a quarter of a century. Once again, they work it into Love. Love lays it up and puts it home. 39 now for Bob Love. Hayes is just too stubborn to give up on that low block. He's got a mismatch now against Jimmy King, but he still cannot convert on the short jump shot. And I am just not liking the body language of Elvin Hayes here in his frustration. 27-point lead for the Bulls as they come back in transition. King's going to slow it down. King looks around, dishes it over to Collins. Collins is going to try and drop it down to Fox on the low block. The short jump shot by Fox is no good. Off the rim, rebounded by Tomjanovich. San Diego is going to try and score in transition. They get it from Egan to Tomjanovich. Tomjanovich cannot get the shot to go. Hayes with his 16th rebound, but we've got a whistle and another 3% free throw shooter. Cannot hit. Rebound to Paul Ruffner now in the game for Chicago. Weiss brings the ball up slowly. Just over 8 minutes to play, fourth quarter. Bulls still enjoying the huge lead. Plenty of time on the shot clock as Weiss looks to Burwinkle on the low block. Burwinkle's going to take the shot from the low block as he backs down on Adams. Goes off the glass, no good. And Elvin Hayes pulls the rebound, his 17th of the night. He flips it out to Williams. Williams on the fast break, gets it over to Tomjanovich, back to Williams, and it's stolen by Bob Weiss. San Diego can't get anything going on the fast break any more than they can in the half-court offense as the struggles continue. Chicago basketball after it was tipped away out of bounds by Johnny Egan. Bulls still with 13 on the shot clock. Weiss has it out top. Swings it around the perimeter. Jimmy Collins attacks the glass against Williams. Collins tried to get one up, but he couldn't get it off in time, and that's a 24-second violation. Hello, Al Red Sox fan. How you doing tonight? Good to see you here, buddy. It has been a very long night for the San Diego Rockets as the Bulls are just all over them, and Bob Love in particular, 39 points for Love. Elvin Hayes has 33 points for San Diego, but he has had a miserable shooting night, and the Rockets are just struggling offensively. In the series, we have San Diego up 1-0 after their upset on the road against Cincinnati in Game 1 of this best-of-3 series. But the Bulls are looking to put this one away and take it back to Chicago for the decisive Game 3. Calvin Murphy for San Diego at the top of the key. He connects on the jump shot. Only 7 points for Murphy tonight in a subpar performance. The only player that's really done well for San Diego is Trapp off the bench with 14. He's made some good plays, but other than that, it has been a struggle for San Diego. And Chicago has just been able to do anything they want. They look down on the block to Johnny Baum. He handles the ball inside, but holds it for 3 seconds, and it will be a turnover back to the Rockets. And unless the Rockets have a 25-0 spurt in them here in the last 7 minutes, it's going to be back to Chicago before you know it. Murphy down to Kimball in the low post, back out to Murphy. Murphy's jump shot's good. Nice two-man game for Murphy and Kimball. Chicago works it down inside to the backup center, Paul Ruffner. Strong move to the basket. Shot is up, no good. And the rebound is off to Calvin Murphy. Can the Rockets get it under 20? Murphy outside. Gets it down low to Block. And Block drops it home. Murphy broke down the defense. Found Block on the low block. And it is now 98-77. Rockets putting together a mini run here. Chicago looks down low to Johnny Bohm, posting up against Adams. Bob gets that one to go, and that ends the streak. Burwinkle on the assist. That's his 8th assist of the night to go with 8 rebounds and 12 points. Fine all-around performance by the big man for Chicago. Murphy swings it around to Adams, back to Murphy to Williams, to Baum down low. His jump shot is no good. Sloan grabs the rebound for Chicago. And we are now under 6 to play, fourth quarter. Weiss brings the ball up. They look to Ruffner on the low block. Posting up against block, rises up inside and hits it. The Bulls are just getting points from all over the place tonight. And it is now a 102-77 lead for Chicago. Bernie Williams on the perimeter is going to pull the trigger again. Actually, he looks down to dump it to block down low, and it's kicked out of bounds. Basketball back to Chicago. Jimmy Collins back running the offense for Chicago. Over to the foul line extended. Shoots the jump shot, no good. Block comes out with the rebound for San Diego. And the Rockets have numbers in transition. Lance to Siegfried. Siegfried to Trapp. Trapp threw it away. Once again, San Diego cannot make things happen. And the ball goes back over to the Bulls. Doubles. Chicago works it around. Weiss and Sloan working in the backcourt. They get it down to Ruffner on the low block. His 9-foot jump shot is around the rim and falls off. And that rebound will go to Baum on the offensive glass. He passes it back out. A new 24-second shot clock for Chicago. They work it out to Weiss on top, guarded by Siegfried. Weiss with 8 seconds to go on the shot clock is going to pull the trigger. And he once again does not get it off in time. I didn't know that they were the San Diego Rockets. Yes, they were the San Diego Rockets in 1970-71, and this is their final season in San Diego. So at the beginning of 71-72, they will move over to Houston, where they currently reside. San Diego basketball. Larry Siegfried on the post. At the point, gets it down to Block on the post. In the key, the short jump shot is up and good. John Block connects from inside, and the Rockets may hit 80 points tonight before the night's over. Chicago. Baum passes up the open look, sends it back out to Weiss on top. They get it back inside to Baum on the repost. Posting up against Trapp. He pump fakes, but his shot is no good. We've got a foul on the rebound on the play, and that's going to go against Ruffner. And it'll be one shot for John Block at the other end. Block a 78% free throw shooter. Puts it up and good. (102-80) as the Bulls again played the slow down offense, working some time off the shot clock. They get it inside to Burwinkle, sliding low. Burwinkle lays it up, no good. Rolls off the rim, and the rebound goes to Block. Bulls come back the other way with a 2-on-1 opportunity. Siegfried to Williams. Williams lays it up, no good. Off the back iron, rebounded by Ruffner. Bulls not interested in running the floor. They're going to slow it down and take some more time off the clock. Gukas to bring it up. Looks down low to Ruffner. Ruffner again posts up. Strong move to the basket. Up with the shot, just missed. And rebounded by Larry Siegfried. Hello, Clinton Parks. Yes, we have the original Rockets here tonight. Elvin Hayes played for San Diego. Indeed, he did. He got a hero's welcome when they moved to Houston, and that would be in the 1971-72 season. So Larry Siegfried brings the ball up for the Bulls. And he posts up down low to Trapp inside. Trapp with a good look knocks it down, and that is 16 for Trapp. Give the assist to Siegfried on the play. Chicago running clock. Collins on the wing. Puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded by Burwinkle. Burwinkle's going to pass it back out, and the Bulls will run some more time. They have Baum down low with 15 on the shot clock. Working against Toby Kimball on the switch. Baum's going to pull the trigger on his own, and it is swatted away by Block. So Baum on the block is blocked by Block and rebounded by Block. And it is San Diego basketball trailing by 20. They look to Block on the block. Out to the corner, elevates and puts up the baseline jump shot, no good, rebounded by Siegfried, stolen away by Collins. 2.5 minutes to play. Baum looks down to Ruffner down low. Double pumps. 10-footer's good. San Diego with the basketball trailing by 22. And this time they're going to go back to Bernie Williams. Foul line extended. Jump shot still no good. Williams can't throw it in the ocean tonight. And that's another board for Burwinkle. 12 points, 10 boards, 8 assists for Burwinkle. As the Bulls will walk it back down the floor. Love's out of the game, Sloan's out of the game, Weiss, Walker all out of the game. Burwinkle is the only starter that remains in the game for the Bulls. Ruffner continues to be active down low. Backs it in, travels. And now the reserves are tired, so they got to bring back the regulars for Chicago. Larry Siegfried running the point for San Diego in the closing moments. Siegfried was a member of the Ohio State Buckeyes, and actually one of my favorite players of my mother, as Siegfried was part of that 1960 Ohio State champions team, along with Jerry Lucas and John Havlicek. Siegfried was a junior that year and was largely recognized as kind of the brains behind the operation. He was older than Havlicek and Lucas, and he was looked up to as the point guard on that team. His senior year, Siegfried was the team captain of the team that made it to the final game and lost to Oscar Robertson and the Cincinnati Bearcats in the finals. So very interesting guy, Larry Siegfried, as part of that Buckeye championship run. Siegfried over to Lance back in the game. Lance from the outside drives to the basket, runs into Baum. Lance lays it up. No good. Collision on the play with Baum. No call. Rebounded by Block. Block on the putback. Short jump shot is all net. Pretty much garbage time here with under 2 minutes to play and the Bulls leading by 20. And the Bulls now are going to start burning some clock as they pass it from Baum to Weiss, Weiss to Walker. Chicago's burning some clock down to 9 on the shot clock. It's going to be Walker from the outside to pull the trigger. Walker drives. He's cut off. He pulls up. He shoots. And no good. Tapped away by Fox over to Burwinkle. Burwinkle throws it back out. Can't find anybody on the perimeter, so he takes the shot himself. It's swatted away by Block. Walker grabs the loose ball and passes it back out to reset the offense. 21 seconds on the shot clock, 1:19 to play. And Johnny Baum is happy to dribble away some clock. As they're going to go back to Chet Walker from the outside. The 15-footer is up no good. And the rebound goes to Toby Kimball. Under a minute to play now, as Siegfried will put the ball up for the first time. Siegfried from the rim, defended by Weiss. Jump shot no good. And Burwinkle with his 12th rebound for Chicago. Baum brings the ball up. 43 to play, 15 on the shot clock. Bulls burn some clock. Weiss has it out on top with 7 seconds to shoot. He's going to throw one up. And he traveled with it. 29 seconds to play. And finally, this one should be over with mercifully. Stu Lance is going to pull the trigger. He's had a rough shooting night for Chicago. But this one, he gets it to go. And with 16 seconds to play, Chicago should just be able to dribble out the clock. They're going to let Weiss hold the ball. And with 4 seconds to play, they're going to continue to hold the ball with Chet Walker. And that's your ball game. So here's your final score, an 18-point final margin of victory. And as you can see in the fourth quarter, it was pretty much lethargic on both sides, as it was only 16 to 12 in the period. Love is your leading scorer and your game MVP with 39 points on 15 of 23 shooting. 25 for Fox off the bench with 11 boards. And Burwinkle with 12 points, 12 boards, 8 assists for your victors. Hayes only 13 of 35 shooting on the night. Murphy 3 for 13, Lance 3 for 8. And as I mentioned, the only player who had a remotely good game was Trapp with 16, Block 5 for 6, 11 points off the bench. Bernie Williams 0 for 7 in that backup point guard role. So things are a mess in San Diego right now. And that will be the end of tonight's ball game, as these teams will head back to Chicago for the third and decisive game of this series. And thanks to everybody who came to check us out tonight. Clinton Parks, our Red Sox fan. Dave Garner made a cameo earlier in the night. Don C. stopped by at the beginning of the game, and he likes to catch these games in the replays on YouTube. So thank you for stopping in and the kind words. And for all 6 of the folks in the chat room tonight who are lurking and keeping it quiet, or maybe they just fell asleep at the end of the third quarter like the ball players did. Thank you all once again for joining us. Good night and God bless. That's our stream, and I am out of here.